everyone, and welcome back for another installment of Page to Stage. This month we're going to be talking about something that's really important. We're talking about voice. So whenever you think about acting, last month we talked about character development, which is one of the most important skills to build when you're thinking about acting. But being on stage, it's really important that you learn how to properly use your voice. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a couple of facial exercises and a couple of breathing exercises, both of which are really going to help you once you get on stage, so that you can enunciate your words, so that the people in the seats can understand what you're saying. But also learning to control your breath will also help you to learn how to control your volume as well, which is also extremely important, particularly if you are doing a live performance, because you want to make sure, you always want to remember there may be someone hard of hearing way at the back of the theater that needs to be able to hear what you're saying. So first we're going to start with some facial exercises. So the point of these are to really loosen up the muscles in your cheeks, in your jaw, your tongue, your just a whole mouth, because what this does is it helps you to better enunciate your words, and it also helps keep you from running your words together or stumbling over your words, which tends to happen more frequently whenever you're maybe a little bit nervous, like you may be before you go on stage. So first what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of tongue twisters, but we're going to do it a little bit different than maybe what you're used to. I know generally you say them as quickly as you can and try to get through them, 5-10 times fast. Well, today we're going to kind of do the opposite and say them slowly and exaggerating your mouth movements to help loosen up these muscles in here. So the first one we're going to do is unique New York. Unique New York. So what you want to do is say this very slowly and exaggerate your facial movements. Unique New York. So you can really feel it right in here and also in the back of your jaw as well. Unique New York. Unique New York. Okay, so you want to do that until you feel those muscles really loosening up. And the second one we're going to do is red leather, yellow leather. This one's a little bit more difficult, so take it as slowly as you need. Red leather, yellow leather. So this one is really great about loosening up your lips and your tongue, which is going to help keep you from stumbling over those words. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. It's going to feel really funny, but it does, after you do it a few times, you'll be able to tell that you're loosened up a lot. So something else that I also like to do that's really helpful is actually to rap. So I'm not going to rap for you, don't worry. But if you enjoy rap music, that's something that is also a fun way to loosen up those muscles. Rap artists are excellent at enunciating so that you can understand what they're saying while they're speaking very quickly. So if you have a favorite rap artist, you might want to rap along to one of your favorites to help loosen up those muscles. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of breathing exercises as well. So I'm going to bring Trevor out to help me with those. So here we go. Okay, so now we're going to be doing some breathing exercises. I've asked Trevor to help us because what I'm going to do is I will count our breathing while he shows you the type of breathing that we're doing. So first, I just want to show you the difference between kind of regular breathing and diaphragm breathing. And diaphragm breathing is what you want to do when you're on stage. So Trevor, if you would place a hand on your chest and place a hand on your stomach. And what you're going to do is breathe in through your nose for 4 counts and out through your mouth for 6 counts, okay? So first, I just want you to take a couple of breaths without me counting, just normally. And viewers at home, I want you to pay attention to the movement of his hands. Okay, so we can see that most of the breathing, most of the movement is in the chest. So this is more shallow breathing. So this is a lot of just regularly when we're breathing how we breathe. But whenever we're on stage, you want to pull from your belly, your diaphragm, and take deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So Trevor, try and take a deeper breath slowly, still in through your nose. Let your stomach fill up and then out through your mouth slowly. And so you can already see the change in the movement of his hands. The movement should mostly be in your stomach. So what this does is it allows you to not only control your volume, but it does a couple of things. It helps control your nerves. So a lot of times actors are really, really nervous before they go on stage. This helps calm you down and get you used to breathing properly so that you can better project your voice the way that you will need to do in front of a live audience. So Trevor, I'm going to count and you just breathe. We'll just take a couple of deep breaths. So I'll count 4 in through the nose, 6 out through the mouth. Okay? Right. So in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, feel free to breathe regularly, Trevor. So I hope that you joined us in that at home and you can really feel the difference. You can feel yourself calming down and have better control of the breaths that you are taking. So another thing that's really important when you're breathing is that you do it in through the nose and out through the mouth, like we said before. And the reason for this is mouth breathing is a huge no-no on stage. And there are 2 reasons for this. One, if you're mouth breathing, you're more likely to take those shallower breaths and it's going to mess up your lines. You're going to run out of breath at the end of a line, which means you lose volume and also you lose understandability. So people are going to be less likely to understand what you're saying. But also, whenever you're breathing through your mouth like that, you're actually drying out your vocal cords, which can cause some serious damage because you have to do a whole show. So if you're breathing through your mouth that whole time and drying out your vocal cords but still trying to project, then that causes a lot of damage to those cords. So Trevor, thank you so much for your help in demonstrating belly breathing for us today.
No problem.
Thank you so much for joining us for another installment of Page to Stage. I hope that you are able to use these tips and tricks to help you further your acting experience and feel more comfortable on stage. We'll see you next month for another installment.